I was thinking of doing a Domain Zoo deck on the channel, and then I was thinking of doing a Death Shadow deck on the channel, and then I thought, ¿por qué no los dos? Why not both? That's right, it's Zoo Shadow. Welcome to the Attic Mana Dad here. This is the channel where we play what is good in Magic, mostly on Arena. What's on Arena that's good right now is Timeless. As you know, I've just been making lots of Timeless videos. I did a bunch before I went on vacation. I'm back from vacation. I'm going to do a bunch more. Leave your comments, what you'd like to see. Actually, while on vacation, I did a Zoo deck that I was ranking up with. I wasn't making videos while I was on vacation, but I did make a post about that. I'm going to put the deck list for that in the description. If you just want a plain Domain Zoo list that's based on some lists that are also very competitive, check out that in the description. Deck list for this will be in the description. Also, stick around to the very end. You'll find out what is this thing with the... I'm sorry, I'm just getting very distracted. Oh, okay. That's just an overlay that's apparently just there. Okay. Weird. Stick around to the very end for the actual win rate of the deck, not just the games I showed you. Okay. Let's go through the deck. If you want to, chapter break, jump ahead to the gameplay. But we're going through the deck here, and one of the problems I had with the Domain Zoo deck, a lot of these lists run 4 Stubborn Denials, but the problem is you have the 3-drop with the Wild Nacatl, which we don't have in this list, and that doesn't trigger Stubborn Denial. So we have Nishoba Brawler, we have Territorial Kavu. Those are both consistently at least 4 power. And that's going to give you the Ferocious if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, counter the spell. Because this is, as a 4 spike, this is not that great. So we want to really have a 4-power creature. We've also got 2 Hooting Mandrills. This might be a cut. We're going to see as we play whether we cut down the Hooting Mandrills. But the other key creature that is frequently 4 or more power is Death Shadow. And so the problem I was running into with the original Zoo list that I was playing is this mana base with all the fetches and the shock lands, like, it gets your life total way down way fast. And Death Shadow likes that. Death Shadow is going to really like that. So it's going to improve the Stubborn Denial. It's going to improve the life drain. And so that's something that we're really looking for. What else we got here? We got Deathrite Shaman. We got the Territorial Kavu. We got Nishoba Brawler. I guess Territorial Kavu is kind of like the main Zoo card. We should probably read that. It has Domain, so it's going to get a 1 power and 1 toughness for each basic land type among the lands that we control. And when it attacks, we're going to discard a card, and if we do, draw a card, or we can exile a card from a graveyard. So against these decks that are running all the treasure cruises and everything, start eating that graveyard. That's pretty useful. Also, just the looting is really nice because we want to, hit our mana base. Right now, I have 3 of the tri-lands, and I have how many is that? Somebody do the math real quick. I have a bunch of the fetches. Full complement of Windswept Heath and full complement of Wooded Foothills. 1 Polluted Delta, Flooded Strand, and two Flooded Strands, 2 Bloodstained Mires. I might adjust that also as we go along. So check the deck list in the description. 4 of Bowmasters, because if you're running black, you got to run it. Tribal Flames is another one that's really key to this deck and really only in this deck. It's X damage to any target, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Unfortunately, it is a sorcery, but being able to go face for 5 damage, especially if we get 2 of these, that's 10 damage. It's going to be very easy for us to get all 5 land types with all the fetches and things, so that's pretty good. And we also get to run Leyline Binding in this deck, which costs 1 less for each basic land type among lands you control. And this is instant speed removal. So I think you probably know Leyline Binding because it's still in Standard and still annoying people in Standard. So that is Zoo Shadow. Folds to Blood Moon, folds to board wipes, but we're gonna play it out and we'll find out how it actually performs on the ladder. Let's go. Zoo Shadow, Timeless. Turn 1 Shadow, no problem, right? Okay, well, opponent goes first. This is not the best hand, although we can start to eat our life total away for the Death Shadow, so I guess we'll go with that. Maybe just fetch up a tri-land. we can get something that goes with the Temple Garden. Let's see. Uh-oh. Stubborn Denial? I mean, not Stubborn Denial. Stifle? Decessus? Okay, they just get a tri-land. Guess what? We're also getting a tri-land. So we've got Temple Garden in hand. So red and black is a good one to get. Then we would just need blue. Although black and blue actually is pretty good too, because that gives us Stubborn Denial mana, so yeah, okay. Can we just keep doing tri-lands to fill up the graveyard for the Mandrills, maybe? If we have the red-white shock land, that might be an oversight. No, we do. Aha! Perfect Domain. What you think of that, opponent? Pass turn. So Death Shadow is a 13/13. So we need to get down to at least 6 or less before you can play it. Deal. Well, it looks like maybe 5-color control. Maybe we're going to get our revenge on 5-color control here. Zagoth Triome. I should have built my mana base from the other. Okay, so if it's counterspell, oh, that doesn't even give blue. Oh, we got something. Stubborn Denial is online. They're going to ley line a bind. We're going to say, no, not today. Not today, oh lord, oh, not today. You probably have more removal where that came from. Just guessing. I mean, they're 5-color. They could be running Lightning Bolt, unfortunately kills Brawler. Sure stinks to have your 2-mana spell die to the 1-mana removal spell. But I guess it keeps it off our face. Shielded the Apocalypse. Okay, well, luckily they don't have counter magic up, so we'll just grab that for our own edification. And do we just keep shocking ourselves? Can we play a Mandrills? I think we can delve a Mandrills. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Bit worried opponent's running board wipes, but get it down now. Well, their counterspell guard is down. Get a second threat. The question is, should, instead of Mandrills, would we rather have Thoughtseize? I think we might. When you check the deck list that I posted, you'll see whether we went with Mandrills or Thoughtseize. Okay. Wandering Emperor. Oseiju. Ooh. Okay, so they're going to be able to eat one of our guys. Fortunately, we're just kind of flooding out on lands here.
Here comes the flood.
In the deck. Start shocking ourselves. We get to eat the Mandrills. The big sad. But they are down to 6. Tribal Flames is going to get them. So, should we pick a 3/3 Death Shadow? I guess so. can shock it up into a bigger... Lorien reveal. They're going to use it to draw cards. They kept open blue, black, and green. Oh, of course they get to gain a bunch of life from that, though. That's kind of unfortunate. We do need something to deal with the Shieldred. If we get removal for Shieldred, then we're getting through for a bunch of damage, so I like that idea. They're not attacking. We'll draw. That'll get our Death Shadow even bigger. And let's cycle for the land. At least we know they can't Bowmaster. Huh? Do they have a 1-mana spell? They have something they can play. Might just be Lorien revealed, Island Cycling. Is it paused there? Coming in hard with the Brawler. They probably... They don't block. Now that's interesting. Because I can get this Death Shadow even bigger. This is potentially lethal. I'm going to do it. Their last shock land. Pay 2 life. And we got him! We got him! I don't know if opponent maybe didn't see that. They didn't see that we could just grow the Death Shadow. Alright, that's Zoo Shadow. Zoo Shadow on the trail. And I had a really good game the last game, and unfortunately it was not recording. So let's see if we can recreate it. I was up against a Field of the Dead deck, and it got down to 1 life. Anyways, this looks like a good hand. I think we probably just fetch for a tri-land. See what opponent is up to. Tasnik. Opponent is trying to make people pretzel their lips just to say their name. If your name is Potasnik, I'm sorry. But, opponent, are you there?
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
Potasnik studying their hand very intently. We can think about what we want to do and how we want to sequence this, because we have no turn 1 play. We could play this tapped. We don't have a Death Shadow, so we're not necessarily trying to reduce our life total. Certainly the average deck you're up against is a Rakdos Burn deck here. Check out my Rakdos Burn video. We'll get blue because we have Stubborn Denial. See, then we got red-white. Perfect domain in 2 turns. Just as it was meant to be. Yeah, I don't think we're doing anything except holding up Orcish Bowmasters. Past turn. Spirebluff Canal makes me think this is probably the Arclight Phoenix deck, but they don't play anything. So it could be Izzet Control. Looks like they're not playing anything again. Ooh. Well, if we land Bowmasters, we might win. But unlikely. We'll make them use up a counterspell or removal. Okay, we landed Bowmasters. They did have removal, but we get the leave behind of a creature, and we did some damage, so that's cool. We just Tribal Flames their face now. We don't really know what their threats are. We don't have a ton to do with our mana this turn, that's the thing. Fortunately, none of our big creatures in hand. Let's see what they got. Are they running counter spells? They are. Okay, so we are running counter spells to opponent. Actually, might be draining our life total down too much. How about you pay for your spell pierce? There we go. There's the force spike mode of Stubborn Denial. I didn't think it was going to be that good in our hand. Oh, now we get Hooting Mandrills. Okay. And we have 5 cards in the graveyard. That's pretty good. So let's delve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counterspell. Memory lapse. That's fine. Can't really crack. We could have cracked our foothills there, but we don't risk memory lapse. But we're not doing anything with this mana, so just wait until we draw our Hooting Mandrills. Now, sadly, I guess with the foothills cracked, that's 1 for the. Okay, Ragavan dashed. Do they have another? They don't have the spell pierce. Okay. Feels like a bit of a waste to Leyline Bind a Ragavan, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so let's just go get a basic. We're gonna shock this. We're already paying a ton of life for these Mandrills. Auto pay. Booty and the Mandrill Fish. The good thing about these Mandrills is they're hard to deal with like, they don't die to Lightning Bolt and they don't die to Fatal Push. Ever. Not even a Revolt-triggered Fatal Push. So we know they have Ragavan they like to keep around. Let's keep back the Orc. Okay, they're going to double Lightning Bolt. Snap. Bolt, snap, bolt. Oh, bolt, snap, unholy heat. Okay. We're really flooding out in this game. Deck operates best at like 4 lands. Max. Really don't need to see that many lands. Is there even a point of playing this? Letting them know we have nothing. I don't think so. I think we're better off pretending we got something. Okay, Bobble. So this is just Izzet good stuff, looks like. Izzet all the cards, and it is. Let's try a Brawler. Okay, didn't get counterspelled. We'll die to Lightning Bolt, though, and they have it. Huh. Do we trade out? I don't think we do. I think they might have a Ragavan they're trying to clear the path for. Alright, well, we can just keep drawing Brawlers. Eventually they'll run out of Lightning Bolts, right? How many have they used so far? 2? Gotta be careful not to let our life total get down too far. And Snapcaster Unholy Heat. Snapcaster Bolt. Okay, now I will block a Snapcaster Mage. We really need to top deck some good stuff here. Oosh. Okay, well, actually, we can cycle this. All is not lost. Brawler number 3. And they have a memory lapse. Alright. I'm gonna play the Foothills and just think about cracking here. Does Brawler blocks the Snapcaster Mage? Are they finally out of stuff? Are they gonna brainstorm lock themselves? What are they gonna do? Okay, they're gonna bobble. Bobble themselves, no doubt. Okay. So do I crack and go for the Bowmaster? Because the Bowmaster is really good if the bobble goes off. Let's do it. Let's crack. Let's crack for the Bowmaster. Let's put this into play tapped. We're going for the win instead of holding off the loss. That's what we're doing. And we hit a swamp. So that gamble did not pay off. Alright. Oh well. On to the next one. Okay. I did some mana base adjustments. I looked at some other zoo decks. Still doing my own thing with it, but because we are running more black cards than the average zoo deck. So I tried to keep that into account when I did my mana base adjustments, so we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, I'll change it again. You're gonna see in the link in the description what I ended up with. I'm gonna say it's the best, but where I landed with it. Okay, so this seems like a keep. We're going first. We can be out the gate with something that gets what, green and red. Black. We've got swamp, so we got black. So we black covered. Although we want to play Deathrite Shaman, so we need green, and I'm already suffering from this mana base. Our green options are green white or green black, which is not really an option, or green blue. I guess green blue will be good eventually. Needed red though. Already timing out. So this is a Lurus deck. The other option I guess would have been to get a tri-land there. Maybe that was what we're supposed to do. This looks like the standard Rakdos burn, yeah. Okay. We can actually tap for red here with this Windswept Heath just to play. How do we bolt this guy? Maybe we just bolt this guy. Make red. La bolt. Play a 3/3 brawler. It's going to die to lightning bolt anyway. So let's get their lightning bolts out of their hand. Bloodstained Mire. Bloodstained Mire with stories. Okay. Stitcher's Supplier. Okay. Not what I was expecting. They are running Bolt. And another Stitcher's Supplier. Oh, so it's like a Rakdos Breach deck. That's kind of cool. And wow, Sacred Foundry off the top. Oh, do I enter tapped? I think we can pay the life. They don't seem to be that aggro of a deck. Famous last words, but okay. Why not put both Stitcher Suppliers in front of this guy? That's my question. Why did they save a Stitcher Supplier? You know what we're missing is Ragavan. That's what we're missing. Forget Hooting Mandrills. They're going to Thoughtseize us. Let's see what they take. Possibly the Tribal Flames? Yeah, okay. They're more worried about that. This can consistently deal damage, though. They need some serious removal. We're gonna be thundering in. Okay. So they sacrificed to put Luris into hand. Oh, and they did hit 2 Underworld Breaches. I'm a little bit worried about Luris Underworld breaching. Oh, I guess. Well, this doesn't exile enchantments. I think I missed an activation on that Deathrite Shaman too, which is bad. I only got 3 Underworld Breaches in here. Okay, so what's more worth taking? Suppliers are just gonna be able to breach every turn. Maybe take out the Dark Ritual. Do they have any draw spells in there? I'm so worried about what they can do. They've got tons of lightning bolts. We'll save the Deathrite Shaman activation. So yeah, let's just end the turn. We can Bowmaster. Opponent is getting salty here. Let's just mute them. When people start spamming me, I just go mute. Okay. And they concede. So I guess we figured out how to beat them, which was to take the Dark Ritual. Or maybe we'll never know. Leave a comment if you know how that deck works. Zoo Shadow, Adjusted Edition, up against Bizarrus. Will Bizarrus be playing a bizarre deck? We hope. I think we're just gonna Windswept Heath for something. Kind of tri-land with green and red. They just get a Bloodstain Mire. Okay. So they could be a zoo deck as well. Once upon a time, I don't think are that strong in the zoo deck. But... Ooh, and we get a Ragavan. So let's see. We can't do red-green, right? Unfortunately. We are going to have black next turn. So next turn we can Bowmaster. So let's just Ragavan this turn. Probably eats removal, but if it doesn't, it definitely is going to start causing some problems for opponent. Bowmasters will cause some more problems. Hopefully by then we'll have green for Nishoba Brawler, and that will cause problems. Let's see where we go. They shock a Steam Vents. They've got a Ragavan. Okay, even better target for Bowmasters. They kill our Ragavan. Sad Pikachu for that. And Holy Heat. Before they have counter magic up, let's just get that Ragavan out. Okay. We can take some damage. We got 2 Death Shadows here. They don't care to deal us some damage. See what they got in their hand. Tidebinder, the One Ring, and Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Huh. Well, Tidebinder is going to be pretty bad. Because countering our fetch lands, so I think we'll just take Tidebinder. Much as I don't want them to play either of those cards. I think they were planning to play Tidebinder Flash. They probably, I guess they didn't have anything to flash it in on. Not sure why they didn't crack and just play Fable the Mirror Breaker. One ring to rule them all. One ring to bind them. Oh wait, one ring to bind them? One ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them? Something like that. So no lightning bolting. We can lightning bolt ourselves and play the Death Shadow. Not entirely the worst idea. We'll just hold up Bowmasters here. Maybe they're just being careful with one ringing Bowmasters. Double Bowmaster should be a good counter to the one ring. The evil of the Mirror Breaker. Oh, we should have killed that when we had the chance. Oh. How? Why we kept up the one ring. One to you, one to your face, and they're giving it up. Can't fight through double Bowmasters. Dr. Seuss wrote, "If I ran the zoo." Hopefully out of print. Very racist book. I'm running this zoo now. We're running a domain zoo with Death's Shadow. And, oh. My pitter pat. I'm out of patter, and it still haven't matched with an opponent. Okay, here we go. Probably going to be the last game. Then we'll do a wrap up here. Against Sheena Ringo. Another Lurus deck. Turn one, Ragavan. Monkey, monkey, monkey. Inquisition of Cosmic. I guess not a turn one Ragavan. They might take Bowmasters. Like they took Ragavan. Okay. So we have Breeding Pool. We go get fetch land that is opposite of that. No. But we could fetch Sacred Foundry. We could do Zagoth this turn, fetch Sacred Foundry. Or we do this, and then we would need what? Green, black? Overgrown Tomb? And we can fetch that next turn. So, okay, we'll do this. This Rakdos burn. Mishra's Bauble. Okay, so they're gonna get to draw before we can Bowmaster. That's too bad. Huh. Ragavan. Interesting. I'm sorely tempted to dash it here, but they got mana up, so guess we'll just see what they want to play at the end step. Maybe their own Bowmaster? Yes, they do. Ooh, Bowmaster your Bowmaster. Bowmaster is the best counter to Bowmaster. And then they could Bowmaster our Bowmaster, but then we'll Bowmaster their Bowmaster. I could do this all day. Sheena Ringo. Oh no, they're going to Thoughtseize our Bowmaster. I was worried about Ragavan, it seems. Oh no, they're going to... Oh no, they took the Nishoba Brawler. Interesting. Okay, weird. Guess because they thought we couldn't Leyline and dash Ragavan? But you're wrong. I wonder if Ragavan's actually safe for... Maybe we shouldn't have dashed. Maybe we should have just played Ragavan. Unholy Heat. We don't have any targets for it. That's too bad. Ragavan might be safer on the board. Are they out of hand disruption? Bowmaster our Bowmaster. Yeah, okay. Go Masters. Now we're in kind of some trouble because we are flooding out.
Here comes the flood. You're running dry.
Okay, they did trade there. They have removal to the regular. No surprise. No shocker there. So that's our 2 Ragavans. We only run 2 currently. Check the description to see if I added more. Oh, nice. Okay, they Thoughtseized their self just to find out we have a Bloodstained Mire. And pass the turn. You like to Thoughtseize yourself again to find out we have a Bloodstained Mire. Please. They're flooding out too. We will Thoughtseize to see what they're up to. They got another Bowmasters? Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we weren't going to win this game. When you have 2 Bowmasters, but your opponent has 3, and they get rid of one of yours. That's an ouchie. What we want them to do is buy Luris. That'll be a sign they didn't draw anything good. They probably drew a 4th Bowmasters, knowing our opponent. Okay, they bought Luris. We have Tribal Flames. Do we just hope that we don't... I guess we'll just go face with this and hope that we don't die and we draw another Tribal Flames. Last turn. They have a Lightning Bolt. They have nearly anything in their deck can kill us. There's a Ragavan. Okay. Well, it was valiantly fought, but not today. All right, let's do the wrap. Okay, so how did the deck perform? 29% win rate, 2 and 5. That was the original list, I believe. If we scroll down here, version 3, I went 1 and 2 with, which is what I showed you, which is where I ended up, actually. And there was a version 2 where that one somewhere in the middle that added Thoughtseize, but not the Ragavans. But I do like the Ragavans taking out the last Hooting Mandrills. I think actually we could add Luris. So again, check that deck list and see where we ended up. So a total across all the versions of 4 wins, and playing about an hour and change. Not great. When I tested it out on my phone, I was winning like 2 out of 3 games with that original version. So I definitely punted at least 2 games, if not more. You can leave me comments, I'm sure, and tell me where all my mistakes are, which is good. I encourage you to do that. Please do. I want to get better at Magic, and I know some of you are way better than me, and you can prove it by leaving a comment and pointing out my mistakes. And then everybody will learn from my mistakes, not just me. And what else can I say about this? We definitely flooded out a couple games. I definitely punted some games. So not the most accurate win rate. I do think this is a better win rate. Opponents' decks were very strong also. What can I say? It should just be this deck is bad. That's the other possibility. So hopefully I've given you enough information to start to weigh that. The zoo decks do tend to have pretty good win rates. And when I was playing those original zoo lists, I wasn't winning as much, but I did link the regular zoo, not the Death Shadow zoo list that I was winning consistently with in the description. So you've got that to work from. You've got this to work from. You've got other people's zoo lists to work from to try and converge. Clearly, I need a little bit more work on how I play zoo because I was definitely fetching for the wrong lands and things. It's a quite intricate deck. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like, yeah, just get your 5 basic lands, smash face, counter some spells with Stubborn Denial, but it's more than that. So that's what it is. I'm going to link some decks that definitely perform better if you want to watch those videos over there or watch some of the other cool Timeless decks. I'm just putting out more Timeless decks. I'm back from vacation. It's going to be what's cool in Magic. A lot of Timeless stuff. Some strong standard decks. I've got at least one strong standard deck I want to post, but people are clicking on Timeless right now. So, I'm clicking on Timeless. I'm playing a lot of Timeless. What are you going to do? All right. Well, enough yammering for me. Let me remind you that Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.